Alright, so I wanted to make a video about this specific topic, and that is Renato Sanches. And he's been, over the last few months, he's been saying multiple times that he wants to leave due to lack of playtime. And yesterday, after the Bundesliga game against Hertha Berlin, he came out and basically said that, are you satisfied? And he said, no, I want to leave. Then he said something along the lines of, this is the second time that I've now wanted to leave and the club just won't let me go. And I wanted to talk about a specific situation, very, very simply. Like, for me, there is a very, very simple solution to all of this. Let him leave. I really think, let him leave. I think for three reasons. I think that, first of all, his comments are absolutely ridiculous. And I think that, just part ways and say goodbye. And those three reasons are actually very, very simple. The first reason being, him basically saying that, because he's not playing the one game, he's planning to leave. To me, that just shows a lack of team respect. And also in a way it just shows a lack of respect to the coach and the management as well. And the second point I have is that this is the second time he's been saying that, so it's not like this is just a one-off occurrence, and the fact that he's stating this again and again just means that that's clearly the path that he wants to take. And in that case, I would just say let him leave. The third issue is he played the DFB Pokal game 3-4 days ago, like not a long time ago, and now just because he didn't start the Bundesliga game, he is complaining. So for me, that's just a no-go. That's an absolute I'd much rather have a squad that is too big and we have to rotate week in, week out, than a squad that I like when players complain about not playing enough. But there also has to be some common sense, I guess, if you call it, that you have players, and unless you're putting in the numbers, 2 goals each game, or you put in a 10 out of 10 performance in each game, that you're not going to play every single game, especially if you're younger. You get your opportunities, and this is the second game that he's actually played. The DFB Pokal game, I think he played 65 minutes. And then yesterday, obviously, he only played 10 minutes or so. But for me, that's already a good sign. To me, that just means, you got a game, you got rested in the second game. He'll probably play the next game. That's just the way it is. And I feel like for him to almost act this childish, I know this is not a very common, not a very popular opinion, because I know a lot of people do really, really like Renato Sanches, and I still do. But to me, it's just he should behave like a child. And granted, he pretty much, I can't even say he pretty much is one, because then I would be saying that I'm a child, because I'm 23, and I'm I think Renato Sanches is 22 or so. So I'm not like a much older or anything, but he's behaving like a child. All right, I can say that with confidence. All right, he's behaving like a child, and I do think he kind of needs to show a little bit more respect to the team, a little bit more respect to the squad, because at the end of the day, he's playing for Bayern Munich, and if he wants to leave, let him leave. If we find suitable suitors that will pay the price that we're willing to, I'd say let him leave. I think that that this goes without really saying it, but the club is much, much more important than an individual player, and especially unless the player has proven years and years that he's loyal, years and years of consistent performances, then you could make the argument, we should really listen to him, we should really hear him out. For example, Ribery and Robin, I thought us keeping them for another year, that was absolutely fine, that was absolutely justified, because these were players that have given everything for the club, and thus they deserve that kind of respect. Whatever they say, they do. It's because they've put such a significant part of their career and their life into the club that the word holds weight. Renato Sanches doesn't have that weight at all. He's still a young player, and he still hasn't really done anything at Bayern. He still hasn't really performed much at Bayern. Granted, I know he wants to, and I know he wants to get better. I'm not taking that away from him, but until you've done that, you have no right to demand playtime. You have, maybe in private you can talk to the coach and tell that, and say that to the coach, but in public, Definitely not. And that's why I'm 100% behind Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, who basically said that Renato Sanches, should think about what he's saying. We're not going to sell him, but he should really, really be careful with what he's saying. And I 100% agree with that. That's just my thoughts. So I know, again, this is probably a very unpopular opinion. I can already see the dislikes coming. But you know what? I'm going to say what I'm going to say. That's quite frankly how it is. So if you disagree, go ahead and disagree. I don't care. But let me know why. That's more important. Let me know why. I mean, again, I know a lot of people really, really like him, so whatever. Regardless, folks, that's my opinion, and I'll see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out, and have a nice day.